So you all, this is a chicory plant. When you see it coming up before this thing starts to bloom, you will notice that this looks like a dandelion. This is in the aster family of plants, you guys. And it is not a native to the United States. This was brought to the Americas by the colonists. The seeds were brought here because this was a coffee substitute. It's been added to coffee for years. The entire plant, you guys, is edible. Let me move in here closer so that you can see. You can see that this looks like dandelions. The vitamins and the minerals in this plant, you guys, are just very, very good for you. So let me get some of it and we'll go talk about it. All right, you all. This is chicory root, a coffee substitute. Now it is bitter. And there's a reason it's bitter. You can see that this has lacticarium in it, just like wild lettuce. This particular stuff can be used like wild lettuce. And people don't know these things. Okay, I'll clean up that root here just in a minute, but something else I want to show you is this. Before they get that tall top on them, they will remind you of a dandelion. Here's your dandelion. See how much that chicory plant resembles dandelion before it gets this flowering top on it. All right, good morning, everyone. May the good Lord bless you. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If I took you guys chicory, which is this plant right here, if I took these roots and chopped them up beside dandelions, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference in the taste, and you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference in how they look. These are both a very, very good coffee substitute. You take the roots, you chop them up and you dry them, and you just add them to your coffee to make your coffee go further. In other words, you would put half of this particular root right here with your coffee, mix that with it, grind it up, and it would make your coffee go, go further. But one of the things that people, I've drunk chicory coffee a lot in my life, you guys. So you buy this coffee that has chicory mixed with it, and that coffee is sort of bitter. It's because of the lacticarium that's in this root right here. We know that you don't have lacticarium in just plain old coffee beans. But that's one of the things it's used for. But the whole plant, in every part of it, you can chop it up and put it in salads. You can also chop it up and cook it with other dishes. So this entire plant is very, very good for you, okay? Chicory. It did not come from the United States, although it grows all over the United States now. There's nowhere, probably anywhere, that you cannot go anywhere in the United States and find chicory growing. And it doesn't have to have really good, rich ground. This stuff, I've noticed, comes up anywhere in dry places, along roadsides. And it spreads just like your dandelions do. So Bluefield, West Virginia, you guys, got its name because of the fields that were blue with this particular plant right here. I mean, this plant, we're covering acres and acres of fields there in Bluefield, West Virginia. But anyway, you don't have to starve to death. You don't have to go without your coffees and teas and things like that just because they're not going to import that stuff anymore, okay? Or you can't afford it anymore. Right now, the poor people just really can't afford the stuff that the rich people can afford. So what they don't know about this particular plant right here, this one is packed full of the good vitamins K, and if you look this plant up, and that's what I want you to do. I'm not telling you as a doctor to use this plant. I'm telling you this plant has been used for centuries, all the way back to the Egyptians. They used this plant as a substitute for a tea, and what they found out about it was actually, when they drank the tea, it was a pain reliever as well. So this is chicory. I just wanted you guys to see that this morning. Anyway, you guys, for this series of videos that I'm doing, this is chicory. Get you some of it and try it. Cut it up, dry the roots, add it to your coffee, and see what you think. You will be adding minerals to your coffee instead of the other things that we can add, the sugars and stuff like that. So, chicory, try it. You'll like it.